Okay, so I finished dissolving the gold into solution. You can see the impurities in there, all that gunk and rocks and sand or whatever it is. That probably got in there when I was moving the covers over there. Probably a bit of sand fell in there, but a little bit of quartz are in there. Borax is in there as well. Anyway, that's the color of it. Yellow. All the gold's gone. It's dissolved into the solution there. So we're going to go ahead and hydrate this a bit more. Put that away. Hydrate that a little bit because it's a bit too thick there. Add a bit of distilled water. We're going to filterize this. Okay. We've got to put a couple filters here through here. Right. So there's a primary filter already in there, but I'll make it a double filter here. I'll put one in there, like that. It's a little bit bigger than the actual shape of it, but it's still got to do the job. Put a bit of water in there so it can help set the filter, but the primaries on the bottom. I like the secondary as well to go with that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tip this in. Make sure that you can see. I'll just adjust the camera a bit, and it's on one view. I'll bring this a little bit closer so you can see it. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and tip this in. So remember, all the impurities on the bottom, it didn't dissolve, only the gold did. Any impurities that isn't gold, anything that isn't gold just stays on the bottom. And there's a lot of gunk left in there. I can go there. Now I'm going to use a vacuum. Oh, damn. I'm going to use a vacuum cleaner to speed this process up. Okay, so I'll just put that there. I'm going to use the same filter because all the junk that's clogged up, slightly clogged up the filter, will make it harder for the liquid to go through, which will catch and trap anything else that did go through in the first place, which is very fine. So we'll take advantage of that. So trying to get all this to go through the second time as well. Don't want to leave too much in here. Like that, just get a bit in there. No point leaving too much in here, otherwise it won't go through the second time. Try and get it all out. There we go. I'm going to put this back through here. Now that's a bit clogged up a little bit. It's there's a little bit of impurities built up there. So it should be a little bit harder to go through the second time, which is kind of what I want, because the liquid will go through with the gold, and anything that's really small that's went through in the first place should get trapped now. Use the old trusty vacuum cleaner. Speed it Ah, ran out of water. Bummer. That's okay, I'll just quickly fill this up. And now you can see there's a lot of junk that didn't dissolve. That stayed on the bottom, and we've separated that. There's still a bit of yellow. That's a good indication there's gold there, which is liquid. Dissolved gold, so we've got to go ahead and squirt that down all the way down to the bottom. Good old vacuum cleaner. So you can see all the impurities, all the dirt. So basically, borax that I used to clean the gold in the first place, it's gone in there. And as I was picking up and changing over the containers, a bit of sand, looks like sand's gone in there, but that's okay. That's what the filter's for. There you go. All right, so we'll go ahead and take that out. I'm gonna go chuck that in there. Chuck that in there. I'm gonna put some. I'm just gonna quickly rinse this one out. Quickly rinse that one out. Chuck that in there. So that's a bit of stuff there as well. Bummer. No point pouring into a dirty beacon, is there? Nice and clean now. So basically, nice clean beacon. This has been, look at that, that's just lovely. You can see the bottom, there's nothing there except my little finger. Crystal clear, nice and clear. Compared to that gunk that we just filtered out, all that gunk. Look at that gunk. But repeat this process a couple of times and you'll just purify it even more. So tip this out. I'm going to use this beacon to participate the gold. Use my arm like that so you can see. Try and get it all out because that yellow is gold. Get it all out. Probably a bit more. Try and get everything out. There's a little bit of yellow there. There we go. There we go. So that's a beautiful clean solution. Okay, we've got to get ready to precipitate the gold out of solution. It's SMB. Pour it in there, and as it dissolves, the gold comes out of solution, and you'll see it fall down to the bottom. It's pretty cool. I'm just going to set this up and get it ready for that stage. So what I'm doing here, I've got a bit of filter paper here, and dump it into the solution. Just get a little bit of a sample there, and I've got a chemical called stannous chloride. It reacts with gold if it's present in the solution, which there is. It turns black. I know there's gold in there, just making sure the stannous chloride is still working. So later on down the track, when I've precipitated all the gold out of solution, I will double check to make sure it has been precipitated all the way through. That way when I tip out, the solution does not get thrown away or wasted. Sodium metabisulfite is what I'm using to precipitate the gold out of solution. As soon as it dissolves in a solution, the gold comes out of the solution and goes to the bottom. So that brown stuff you see down on the bottom of the beaker is gold. Just a reminder here, I am using chemicals and the reaction is producing high concentrated gas, and because I'm working so close to it, I am using a mask with activated charcoal filters. Remember that stannous chloride test that proved positive there was gold in there? I'm going to see if there's any gold in here, and it's nice and clear. That's a very good indication there's no gold in the solution. However, I will chuck one more spoon in there just to make sure, and then continue with the next step. After this, I'll give it a healthy stir like I'm doing now. Make sure all the SMB is properly dissolved in the solution. I don't want no granules of SMB sitting on top of the gold when I get rid of the solution. So it needs to be nicely dissolved, and then from this stage we'll let it settle to the bottom. I should call this the never-ending refinery video. 13 minutes, we'll stop it there. Unfortunately, now I have to make a part 5. Subscribe, like, and any questions, write it on the comment section. Thank you.